Well. I see we have people already in chat. Welcome to the Atlanta Falcons new. I don't even know what to call it. This is a new wave. This is a new thing. Um, I guess we're going to catch the early morning market. For us, it's Eastern Standard Time. We are sitting at 4:20. Shit.
It's not
I'm,
about team. Now.
I'm sorry about the cussing, but I just pressed a button, you guys. I'm all mobile. So today is the pilot episode. So please excuse my language. Noah, could you just go ahead and just introduce yourself, and then we want the guest to introduce him. Let me go ahead and figure out what just happened to my screen.
All
There
right.
you go. There we go. I found you.
Welcome, one and all, everybody. As you can tell by the names, I am Noah. To the right of the screen was Maggie, and underneath us, we got ourselves a newcomer here. Welcome to Mr. William Waddell. Or how do you say last name?
That would be Waddle.
Waddle. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice to know. So yeah, we're trying to reach multiple.
And I want you to go ahead and just, because this is kind of an impromptu, hey, a preview to what's to come for AFN. We really haven't tackled the market of, honestly, the UK, they're up, they're rolling while we're resting at night. It's early morning for me. It's really early for Noah. And it's just right on, hey, I just rested and I'm waking up for my work day in the UK. So it's like, now we're gearing towards that audience. Who's up out there in this world of COVID? As I had to, I'm not going to lie, you guys, I had to Gatorade it up. I was starting to feel a little tightness in my neck last night. I Theraflued, sweated it out. Now I'm in here sweating it out. But I'm talking to you guys. I'm here. I just want to say thank you. And whoever's listening, I don't even know who even knows that we're on at this time, but I see a couple of you guys. Raymond. Let me start from the beginning there. We got New York Young Boy. Good morning. And yes, again, Raymond, this early. Again, Atlanta Nation. Yeah, we're up. I am shocked and sad. I'm pretty sure that was sad by.
No, yeah, I'm shocked. So I know he's probably talking about Calvin Ridley.
Okay. And y'all have to bear with me. I'm kind of on the cloudy COVID brain. So if I just told the guys, just take the reins if I start wavering. But I just want to do this because I haven't been able to do my upload. So I'm broadcasting on all networks, all channels, Twitch, all of that. We're everywhere. So good morning. If you're on your way to work, just don't even have to look at the screen. Just put it on the audio and listen to us. We want to talk. Yes, it's new. It's something that I'm going to have to do according to my work schedule. And then, of course, audio and internet work issues, because I might have to jump on my computer in a minute if this continues to happen. So if y'all feel like I'm losing sound, let me know, okay? So like I said, it's a pilot, so it's not perfect, people. Bear with us, okay? Let me get my audio together, though. But this is who we're talking about. This is who we are talking about. Let me get my Wi-Fi on, people. But go ahead, Noah. William and Noah.
Yeah, so first of all, I'm still up because I got insomnia and, my brain doesn't understand the concept of sleep yet. And it's been 22 years. You'd think that it had figured itself out by now. It still can't. So here I am, even though I got to get up at about 5 more hours from now. We're going to make it work because I've done it in the past. So Will himself is a current wide receiver / corner. Might be emergency quarterback too. You never know. But, we have just a fan base, just a fan perspective. And then we also have a person that's actually been in that position before. So we'll have that to go off of. As far as the length of this type of show that we might do, It's still up in the air, as you can tell. We're a little shaky in order to start off with, but you best believe we can ease up a little bit as we go on. So nice to see everyone that's here. Welcome, welcome. Again, don't feel afraid to chime in on our conversations. I don't expect this to be super long.
No, no,
But
we're definitely not going long. Can you guys hear me better now?
yeah.
Okay.
But
Just
with that
let
being said, we just want to make that our time is a little bit more meaningful for us. So,
we will get this
um,
set up, and you guys will know. Like he said, it's just we're kind of this the rough draft of this, but yes, the way my schedule is permitting, I will have the UK hours availability, and then of course late nights for the Cal. So it kind of worked in my favor, to be honest. But balance some new things in the back unannounced that we got some AFN is what you know it. I'm just putting you on notice is changing. We're innovating. Thank you all for the donations, especially during my time of COVID recovery. I'm getting it out, but it's like it comes in waves. Because last night I just started feeling the tightness in my throat again. But you got to get up and keep moving. You got to drink your Pedialyte, your Gatorade. You got to sanitize. From what I'm hearing from William, it's pretty bad there as well as the U.S. So I don't know where you are in the world right now watching us. But morning, everyone. Let's see what these comments are saying, and let's just get into this conversation. So,
I would
Kobe Bean was
love to
unfortunately.
take
okay,
the opportunity
well,
to
you can go
thank
ahead.
you all.
Noah. I was
Of
going to go
course.
down the line, and go ahead, William.
I just wanted to start off by saying thank you to y'all for having me. It's
Hmm.
a great honor and a huge blessing to be able to kind of I'll put my 2 cents, my 2 pence in, as it were, and obviously to just have that community there. As I say, I may be all the way over in Scotland, but I've got some broad wings, so I'm happy to spread them all for you.
Yes, and then you have a lot of more influence that me and you are going to connect on some future endeavors. So, no, I'm actually honored that you were interested in this. Because we always are about expanding and getting better. You always should go into your next year. I don't do that New Year's resolution thing, no, because I began starting this well into December. So we're just we're getting ready to take the year off running, So it says if he wants to be traded, let's trade him to the Lions so he can um, sob and sit out again. So we're going to get more into the comments, but let's go ahead and get to the panel. I'm going to talk about how I feel about it, especially with these recent. I wish I took the time out to get the screenshots and everything, but whatever. Um, Basically, what's up? How you doing, Marquise Walker? How you doing? And then if anybody just feels like they want to come on and discuss some things, please be respectful. You can keep your cameras off. This is just audio today, okay? So you're even gonna see our screen. We're gonna keep it on Kevin Ridley's face. So, how I feel about it is, I deal with my own mental issues, and I have a sister channel that I have that's kind of getting ready to wrap up since we are in the off season. That I bring awareness to that. So I'm a bit more understanding yet stern at the same time, because it's like just like me, I'm going through it, but my business is in I and Mike, we run this operation, so it's like I can sit back a couple of days because I have an awesome team, but it's like I am also the foot behind the production of this thing. So it's like if I'm completely down, we're screwed, So it's like I have to get back up and push myself. Um, Mental health and all. It's like I had went through a bout of depression myself last year. That's why I kept, hey, Cash App donations. You don't understand how much that helps. Some people were laughing at the gesture and everything else, but it's like you don't understand what a story is. I'm getting ready to develop those donations to charity. I have another nonprofit that I'm partnering with. It's raising beautiful butterflies. And they just get out in the community and offer food and, resources for the community, as well as they focus on mental health. So it's like it's going to a good cause. It's not just, hey, I'm filling my pockets with it. It's more getting myself into the brand of my business. This is actually a business. Some people take it as YouTube. I take it as a business. So you guys are getting ready to get the innovation of who Miss Maggie T, Maggie T's production is. Love you too, Cookie. This is the launch of that. So musicians, it's opening up the world to more than just YouTube. Sometimes you just kind of, you got to be a little different than everybody else. Everybody over there fighting over the top king of the Falcons. I'm beyond that now. You get what I'm saying? So let's move forward. Let's innovate. All new faces, even if it's not sports. If you're into the music industry, you get with Maggie T's productions, and I got you. Okay. So let's get it. Y'all control the comments too. If y'all see something you like, well, I don't know if you got access, William. I'm gonna get you the, you know, like I said, it's a pilot. So that's my opinion on. I feel like he is sitting back, getting his stuff together. I feel like they're hush hush about it because they already had that conversation. So it's like it's nothing else to talk about. He's probably trying to get his stuff together. And now that he's starting to come around again, he's like, look, remember my stats. That's the looking at it. Now, of course, he doesn't owe it to the media that anything. He really doesn't. I balled up in my, like what I was about to say is, I remember the launch of the previous idea of the meet and greet for the New Orleans situation, where we was going to have everybody fly in, and you know, I had a partnered location. Of course, I'm not going to give too much yet, but I had a partner location that wasn't my own, so it just pushed me to push to my own. Hint, hint. But that restaurant was my vision, so I'm working on that. Okay, so just putting it out there in the universe. I will. You know, so it's like that situation, I had to postpone it. And as well as COVID now, it's like I didn't want to put my family, I call you guys my family, in a predicament where everybody's getting sick. So it's like we got to be virtual for the moment. Let's just all heal up, because I'm over here with COVID. Let's all heal up and get, so we can get back to the, you know, season and just tailgate. I want to get back to that. I used to event plan and do a lot of things. So I got some things in the works where you're going to see a lot more of us in the community for the new season. So it's like it's a new life, a new year for the Atlanta Falcons brand, Atlanta Falcons Nation brand, innovating some more things. So just y'all just stay noticed. So that's my opinion on it. But if it even not is that situation, you have to. I don't care what you're going through. You got to let somebody know at least, hey, I'm going through some things. I'm all right, though. Give me time. And a little check-in. Hey, I'm checking in. All right, people. Like right now, I need a public announcement from Captain Ridley. Right now, I need an apology to the fans. Bear with me, because it's like we already got Hayden Hurts that's doing the campaign, you know, with what he's dealing with. So it's like you can spend, the Falcons are smart with it. You know, you spend that into you know, bringing attention to it, because everybody, especially in this pandemic, we are all struggling and trying to make it, just to be dying left and right. I lost my godmother's mom. You know, all of them are sick over there, and I had to, you know, the donations you guys sent us, we was able to, you know, send them Gatorade and the necessities that they needed, because water alone is not helping. It makes you dehydrated. So I'm long-winded, so I'm going to allow you guys to go ahead and put your thoughts in.
Yeah, Will, do you got your thoughts together?
Yeah, it kind of applies to both yourself and to Calvin. I feel like there's too much stigma put on mental health. I mean, speaking as someone who suffers and plays football, I think what he needs to do is he needs to know that he has brothers that he can depend on. And the same goes for you, Maggie. I mean, with having those sufferings, if there's ever you ever get a day where you're struggling, as you say, you've got a great team behind you, so don't be afraid to take that day for yourself, because I think it's something that we all need. But ultimately, as I was saying while we were prepping, I think that he really needs to make some sort of statement, because a lot of the fans are getting it twisted a little bit and starting to get quite venomous in how they're responding to things. I don't think
I
that's the way.
agree with that.
Yeah,
That's the reason why I just kind of wanted to let's jump on it before it gets a little too saturated. So I'm glad we're on the same page with that. I think we're all in a panic at this point, because it's like, is this the Julio Jones situation? Speaking of, I had a banner for that. Let me put that up. Do we have another Julio Jones situation in Calvin Ridley? So I'm just continue to put up the comments, but go ahead, continue.
well, no, I just think, like, in terms of his struggles, I get that. I get that it's hard. I get that it can be borderline crushing to have these mental health struggles. But knowing how much the NFL's doing to kind of put a spotlight on that, I think there are things that he could be doing. I mean, he could be on the sideline if he felt confident enough. He obviously doesn't, but he was able to go sideline at the SEC title game. So it makes you kind of wonder where his priorities lie a little bit. But that's what kind of ticked me off a little bit. The fact that he could be there for us, but he could be there for Bama, you know.
Yeah, I felt let down. I'm gonna let you finish, but I know but we're really gonna get deep into this topic. I really want to go there with this topic, more in a neutral-headed mind now. Because at first we was everything, the spectacle of it just had everybody, and it's happening now with Calvin Ridley, that everybody's in their feelings about it. We feeling let down, and I get it, but at the same time, he doesn't owe us anything at this moment, and maybe he's starting to gather himself and understand that he is a big part of this team, and maybe he's seeing the outpour, and then maybe he's seeing the saturation too. You don't understand because our fan base gets kind of ugly with it. We'll hit them in the apps and boxes, and you need to get you're terrible. And I mean, that's just the restricted version, but ruthless this fan base can be. So that's all I have to say on it.
What really baffles me is how, like, I understand that there's the problem going on in your life, right? But then there's the other side of that, where you start to become cryptic to the people that really want to know about you. Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, if you want to get that help, do one or the other. Either go out, reach out, and make sure that other people around you know that you're getting the proper help, or you just keep yourselves closed in, because if that's the safest way for you to go, then take that. There's nobody forcing you to go both directions with this. And I think that's what's going on with Calvin Ridley right now. It's like he's trying to do both and still try to get away with that. I'm like, you can't really do that, because now you left an open window for us to speculate. Once you gave us that opportunity, these people are gonna go nuts for that. Like, there's no holding us back, because we don't have the limitation. The only thing that's stopping us is our own manners and etiquette when it comes to just how we treat people online, which has just gone terribly wrong. So I wouldn't trust that either. And then it's like, you post certain things one way, you show up in other things other way, but then, like, the organization that you play for hasn't really heard much about you. They can't give you any updates, can only give you suggestions on what can happen. It's like, when everything is like that, on top of the talent on the field suffering as well, like, everyone on the field that you play for is missing you because of how talented you were. Like, that's what really strikes me. It's like, why are you trying to do this? Like, what crowd are you pleasing here at this point? Because you're not pleasing yourself. I don't think you're pleasing your agent because you're not making yourself more attractive to a deal or a trade if anything were to happen in the offseason. You're not appealing yourself to any potential teammates. You're not appealing to yourself to any potential fan base. So it's like, where's the smart move in this? I don't see it. And then on top of that, there's a couple other things that we kind of forgot about. Like when we went over there to London to the Jets game, like didn't show up. But during that week, we saw a video uploaded about like the art of route running. And it's like, what was that about? Why was that uploaded right then and there? When we figured out that, hey, I'm not going to be on this team because of the NFI list. Like, that is just like, it's unsettling, you know? And then the very next week, an hour before the game, you don't even show up. Like, that was unsettling for the rest of the team. We just couldn't get our momentum, and that cost us a game. A game that we really could have needed right now.
Yeah, like I felt like if we had a half healthy Ridley, he would have been. And honestly, sometimes with mental illness, sometimes you have to support yourself. You know, surround yourself with loving arms. You know, and it just seems like Terry and Arthur is about that because you can tell from the other players on the team, they're starting to get confidence in themselves. It's like I'm feeling like, even though yes, the record is what it is. Good morning, trucker, Mike 404. But it's like yes, the record went, but it went better than we expected, and we saw the quarter Pattersons kind of feeling their confidence in themselves. So they're doing more than just the favoritism now. It's the character development, player development. Dean Pease, get him your guys. You know, not her guys. Y'all get what I'm saying. You know, I'm clouded a little bit, y'all. Bear with me.
Right.
But you get what I'm saying. So it's like they're developing this team. So it's like, because let's go. Dumitrov screwed us. Okay, let's just be real.
Yeah,
screwed us, and it's what the cards we're dealt with at this point. So it's like, why not just deal what we can deal with? We can't really get much else. Everybody wants to go big on this big ass quarterback, but it's like, let's be realistic here. It's nothing wrong with Matt Ryan, as you saw in that last game. It was. I mean, not last game. We still got one more, y'all. I know the season's not over with, but you get what I'm saying. It's like, that was Matt Ryan's frustration on air, I felt. Like, I'm tired of telling y'all where positions to get into. I'm tired of being a coach. I'm tired of the ridicule. You guys are coming after me because I'm trying to perform. Matt Ryan hasn't missed a game I can count on my hand. Do you understand? This man is bleeding, and he picks it right back going up. They're booing him in their own home.
Well, look at the Bills game as well. I mean, that really got to me. I heard some talk after the game that what he had said to Jordan Poyer was apparently a racial slur. Now, you know, and I know that ain't Matt. And I just think that in terms of Calvin as well, it would make everything worse almost. I mean, picture having that spotlight on you 24 hours a day because you're an NFL receiver. And that is what you have to deal with. So it's not like you or I. Just on the while we're looking at some of the comments too, I've been asked who the Scottish or Irish guy is by Jerron Wade. My name's Will. I'm the latest addition to the channel, so it's nice to meet you all. Thank you for having me.
Your name on top. Let me take this banner off. So there we go. Yeah, Noah, myself, and William. This is he. When I put out the posting of, like I said, we're interested in anybody that's willing to work with us, you know. But we need team players. I'm just going to keep it honest. Some people, you know, utilize the platform. You know, we're not like, we have a bad reputation as that we are selfish. We want to have the spotlight. We are just, you know, we're not the white collared look, basically. Let's just keep that. No, I want to be you guys family. We're not the professional players. We are the fan base. So we're representing you. So it's like we're creating that platform where you can feel like, oh, someone like me that loves the Falcons as much as anyone else from the fan perspective. So this platform, you're welcome. You're welcome. This is what this is going to be. So it's like I'm trying to fix this narrative out there that Atlanta Falcons Nation, don't go over there. You know, they're all about themselves and they think they're better than someone else. No, we sit back and we allow other people to. It's so many guys that we have now that are developing their channels. I don't mind that. Let's put it out there. I don't mind that you want to brand yourself. I'm a businesswoman at the end of the day. And heck it, I have multiple projects beyond AFN. So you have to understand me. I'm beyond this YouTube world. I'm sorry. I'm done with the arguing. I'm done with the competition. So 2022, AFN is making a statement. Whether you like it or not, you're not with us, you're with it, whatever. I don't care. I'm up here sweating with COVID at this point because I care about this so much. So let's change the narrative about Fila Sports, Georgia Sports. Well, how do you say that? You know, I'm clouded, Cookie, my bad. Sports Talk, ATL, like I'm connected to a lot of, because he said who he's, with, all that. So it's like we're connected in some type of way when it comes down to the end of it. Even Atlanta Sports Unlimited with Terrence Mathis and Terrence Moore and William something.
William Brandon?
Yes. We're real connected. So it's like I'm doing some things in the background where it's going to be a better situation, a better show for you guys. And let's go. Let's get into these more comments. Let's see. It's so many. It's a lot of you. It's 51 of you guys with us this morning with no Vaseline, whatever you're talking about.
Early morning start with no Vaseline. Fantastic.
Yeah, make that our motto.
But it's real. It's like, we're raw, but we try to be structured and professional as much as we can. But it's like, we're going to keep it real with you.
But that be about it. I mean, boys from Scotland, how is that not inclusive?
Yeah.
So what do you guys, it said, I don't know, maybe he's hearing Arthur Smith's answering the media about him. And was he believing the coach doesn't want him back? That's what I'm saying. It's like one thing I hate about, even when you're texting somebody, the message can get misunderstood when you're not face to face or on a call with somebody, verbally versus through text. Because even some closed captions is like, oh, are you yelling at me? It's like, no, I'm really not. It's you get what I'm saying? It's like we are so sensitive at this point. So yes, so no Vaseline. That's the slogan. No filters, just facts. How about that? He don't win people at just drained with Matt. We're just drained with Matt. So we're talking about Matt. We need a fresh start. I get it. Because it's like I'm starting to feel like we have to also check in on Matt Ryan's mental, because our fan base is I can say 80% dislike. That's how I'm judging it based off the social media.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
I feel 80%, 20% support, 80% get him out of here. But if it's get him out of here, some of it is we would just rather him. He deserves better. Some of them is like, well, we just want that Michael Vick. That's what we're dealing with here. So I'm glad you said that, Vic Stroh, because we got to talk about this. It's basically Sarah is going to bat for him. I am not going to lie. She is challenging content creators who put up this false narrative that Matt Ryan wants to be out of here. And unless Matt Ryan comes out and say, thank you, Atlanta, and he's so involved heavily, we're not going to get like a little dry Julio Jones, somebody written comment. He's going to actually address the fans like, thank you to the Atlanta Falcons, the fans. I'm pretty sure a public announcement. Thank you so much, but I feel like my talents are better elsewhere. I'm afraid that's where it's going to be headed, in the next 2 years. But at the same time, I do see a glimpse of hope.
Yeah.
Arthur Smith and Terry. And what do you think about that?
I think if we draft correctly, we could be in a good position. And if we're clever in the free agency, obviously the fact we didn't have Calvin and it's still kind of fallen, it makes me think if we can get a more dynamic offense, if we can bring in a LaVisca Chenault, a DK Metcalf, someone of that ilk who can be that big play guy, you're talking about Kyle Pitts being a 1,500-yard receiver perhaps, and then you're looking at Matt Ryan as well, who despite being 36 is the highest rated QB in the league for passes over 20 yards downfield. So I think we need to start with a culture change, and I think that's going to start on defense more than offense. But really, especially if Calvin leaves, we really need to have a look at those wideouts.
You're right. It's like we need to build that strength of the defense in Dean, because for one thing, come on, we're soft and Charmin tissue at this point. Well, not at this point. We're developing to that. But who fears the Atlanta Falcons, you guys? I want that grits blitz again. I want that mean machine. I want that in the Atlanta Falcons. And I'm feeling that we are going to get geared towards that. I'm excited to see who's out there, in the free agency, who's, the undrafted signings. I'm excited about the draft. I really am.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of good team players.
And then we're still developing who we have. So of course you gotta oil the wheels a little bit, get the wagon a little, going just a little bit with what we got. That's just want to get rid of the whole team. Let's just know that we're still tied to contracts and everything else in situations that we just can't do that right now. Of course, we get a little incentive with this new TV deal and whatever's going on with the NFL and all of that. So it gives a little bit of wiggle room. We brought on the correct guy to kind of maneuver around that, and Terry. Mm-hmm. So it's like, fans, we just got to take the time out and pause. Breathe, everyone. Let's just, I'm all about mental, health awareness. It's like, woo-saw, people. Okay? You don't need to know everything at this point. Just trust in the process. They're trying to get it right this time. Arthur Blank, his time is wearing thin. That's why I'm hearing that he brought his family this time into these negotiations. He understands that maybe he's falling off a little bit. That's why he dropped the project before Home Depot, where he's more focused on the development of this organization. Of course, could be wrong. I'm still clouding people, but maybe he's aware that he needs to get his business in order so he can put somebody in that he can trust. And that is, I guess, his family, because they was in on the negotiations of the Terry and Arthur Smith pickup. They were a part of those meetings. So I'm pretty sure it was like, hey, that was the subject. Like, we got to get this together. With especially how it's wiping out the elderly. Look, the loved one I lost, she was 88 with dementia. So the way this COVID situation is just taking over this nation, the world, we have to be understanding of that we're here today and gone tomorrow. So it's like we have to just prepare for that. It's just the life of reality. And it says, I'm amazed that Matt hasn't gone the Ridley route. Falcons need Matt that the other way around. I'm being very serious when I say this. Yes, I feel that I mean, every time we have content creators on here from others fan bases, they're like, I would love to have Matt Ryan. And former players that's come on our show, it's like, what is the big hate around Matt Ryan? I'm not understanding that. The numbers is proving itself. You just can't go by a game loss. You also got to look what's surrounding you. It's not about that one player. Yes, of course, everybody, the two people that gets blamed, the head coach and the quarterback. It's just a given. But it's also if Ridley's dropping passes, if let's talk about it. It's players that's out here just doing careless things with their job. They're not knowing where they need to be positioned. So low, get F and set. That man is starting to come out.
And again, just going back to the defense, again, it sort of boils back down to how much money do you really want to invest in some of these players? I mean, 4 or 5 sacks in a season coming from 2 last year for Dante Fowler. What part of that says I'm a £40 million D lineman? Because a $40 million D lineman, because it doesn't to me. The production's just not there. I think we really need to think more carefully and more wisely about who we pay the real money to, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. You know what? You got something to add? And y'all follow. This is our affiliate here. Y'all follow them and pray for Dunn. You know, he's going through some things over there, but Cookie, he's running the ship over there. Him and call on Tyrone. But y'all,
Cookie, I'll give you a follow.
Yes. So follow them on social media. They're also Fila Sports. I don't know, maybe they're branding into a new direction themselves in off season. So I'll get with them exactly where they're going, so we'll know who to properly support. So thank you, Cookie. Noah, you had something to say?
I mean, before we get into that, because I think we really need to get caught up with the rest of these comments. So someone from Facebook was saying, so they're going to trade Ridley. Is it Matt Ryan the way he doesn't want to play? I wouldn't be too quick in order to speculate that angle. Again, as far as off-season issues, that's not like the main focus of this discussion. It's been more so about like the decisions that Calvin Ridley himself has been doing, not so much like the team wants to do with him moving forward. So just keep that in mind. Nathan says a good team first needs to be built in the trenches, either offense or defense, keep the quarterback upright and put pressure on the quarterback until it leads to success. Then the individual skills will show. What I can say with that is I made the comparison, like, I don't know how long it was, probably like a few months back. It was a bit off-ballish, but I couldn't really find a better one. I said that like the roster can be likened to like a wedding cake. There's different layers. On the bottom, that's the biggest layer that there is. But all you really see at the end of the day is the 2 guys at the top, or like the 2 pieces at the top, right? So you build your foundation off of a lot of different players on your team, and then the bulk of that will start to, support everything else that you want to add on top of that. So make sure that you're building the right things, and then the individual talents that you want can shine and have their ceiling increase so much more. So let's get into saying hello to everybody again. We got 60 people here. Jeez. Welcome, man. Brian Peoples is still here. Cook and Smoke Sports is here. So
just before you guys,
I think everybody's on their way to work. I think this is a good time to do this. Like I said, of course, this is rough draft of this impromptu situation, but we're seeing there is a market for this. So if you guys want to wake up in the morning with us, give us some red and black in the chat. I need to know, hey, is this, and we'll be on audio, because it's like, I am not going to brush my hair right before work to give y'all just a glam shot. I'm sorry. Y'all finna get audio in the morning. So it's about as good as you're going to get it.
But here's one comment from the Mad Monkey TL about the response to how come all the hatred about Matt Ryan in Atlanta, especially, is because
Mm-hmm.
his perspective is saying this city only wants to someone they can relate to. They can't relate to Matt. My response is, but you're related to Keith Brooking, you're
Mm-hmm.
related to Patrick Kearney, you're
Thank
related to
you.
Lee Smith, you're related to, so it's like, I don't know if it's necessarily a race thing. Is it a positional thing? Like, is it because, like having that type of person there in that position, knowing the value, knowing the city, it's like, yeah, that's one thing, right? But you also have other people in conflicting areas too. So there's no real way to combat that because that's all internal at the end of the day. It's like there's really not a whole lot of things that an organization can do
Can you guys hear
if
me
there's
okay?
like, yeah, you're
Yes,
just
I can
fine.
hear you. Mm-hmm.
But there's only so many things that you can do
Mm-hmm.
when your fan base only wants you to get players from a certain spot.
Uh-oh.
It's
He
like, what
dropped
do you
off. He'll be back.
expect? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you expect a team to do when you're only being like, yeah, I'll only take certain players if they're from here, if they look like this. It's like, you're not the judge of that. So
Yeah.
like, we don't have, like, you don't have that type of power. We don't have any type of power either when it comes to these decisions. That's what makes us fans. So
Mm-hmm.
just be reminded of that. But as much as I want to say that that could be the thing, it's like, but there's been so many other like talented players of a specific color and of other ones too. It's like, I don't want to say like, oh, it's just the skin tone of someone, or like where they were from. That's not really going to be it. So
Yeah,
uh
and I agree with you, Noah. And just to add on to that, it's like that's really it's in between. It's the race. Some people are just in the heydays of Michael Vick. That's what they want. So of course they looking for that. So that's what they was getting that out of Justin Fields, and it was like, oh, it's one of us. Because of course, let's be real, you know, of course, the demographic of the Atlanta Falcons fan base is what it is. So you can understand that. But at the same time, no, not saying that. No, we have a diversity. We got to, we're UK, we're all over the world. So it's like it shouldn't
you
be
know
that. It shouldn't
yeah,
be the.
when I was making my articles, I realized that there was like fans from Ireland, there was fans from like South America too, like
Yeah.
from Ecuador, and I think I remember someone from Brazil. I could be getting that wrong, but regardless, it's like, it doesn't just span across the US. It spans across whoever gets the Falcons put on their screen for them, or if they themselves decide to do that. So it's wherever you can get it from. They have football games on Twitch. So it's like, you can get football games anywhere. They're trying to expand it so that they can be anywhere.
Mhm.
From like games in Mexico to games in Germany to like European football leagues in the past. It's like they want to show that, and by proxy, we want to try to show that as well. So this is our attempt at that, and obviously, given that there's over 65 people here, I think that it's kind of working, despite us not really practicing and us kind of getting off topic a little bit sometimes. So
Well, no,
um,
this is just, of course, I didn't script this at all, so it's going to go where it's going to go, and then William, he's having some tech issues. So I think, you're going to see him more often. He's a new guy that reached out, he's got a lot of connection with the other brands and companies that he also works with, as far as sports content, as well as, he got some other little things about him that's self as interesting. So we'll get to know William if he can't hop back on. But I thank you, William, if you're listening. I appreciate you for coming through at the last minute, because it's like, let's get this conversation going. And what Cookie by Nature said, it's a large percentage of a race thing, but other factors as well.
mhm.
And I'm sorry, I'm gonna get back to this comment here. I'm an Eagles fan. We'll trade for Ridley, a first, and um, Audrey Dillard, and Jalen. Y'all, look, I'm sorry, y'all. If I
It's a first round Andre Diller. I think it's one of their tackles or guards, and then Jalen Rager, their former
in the late round, okay. Like I said,
wide receiver. Yeah.
COVID fog, so bear with me. I stumble over stuff, but I'm over here Gatorading it up. So we look. I'm actually amped. So Noah, if it's too late for you, I will probably open it up to the fans just to see how they feel about it. If anybody want to come on the audio, you don't have to come on camera. Look, we don't want to see your ugly mugs anyway. So I'm just saying, if you don't want to, y'all gonna be like, Maggie, what? You fell off. But I don't care. I would do that too. Like, look, y'all get the real, but I don't want to scare y'all. So let me not do.
Hey, speaking of which, hey, Brawl Dogs is in here. Welcome from Ireland.
Welcome. See, we're branding
I love the word "we" there. He says we have an American Football League here, and I got interested in it during the Super Bowl, and I loved Julio Jones with Matt Ryan, and just stuck with it. And bro, shouts out to you and anyone else that you're with that when you include the word "we," because imagine watching that game and still liking the Falcons after that.
Mm-hmm.
So many in the country had this opposite reaction.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's baffling. So it's a really good change of pace to have you on our side, even after something like that. So that lets us know that, hey, your skin is tough when it comes to us, and we appreciate you, checking this out. And we're trying to get more.
Oh, see,
we've already mentioned. So
Irish fan base, Brawl Dogs. Find me on social media, Miss Maggie T. I'm everywhere. MS Maggie T. If you got to email me, Maggie T at AtlantaFalconsNation.com. Email me, find me, message me, because I would like to, connect to the Ireland. We got I think we got some. We kind of got like a little variety of small platforms that are out there in the other part of the country. So I would love to connect with you, Brawl Dogs, and I'm actually going to open up the floor to anyone that wants to kind of weigh in on a little bit. So it's like, please check your audio though, because it's a little bit sombered. I am not with the yelling, and I will cut you off. I'm letting you know this irritation with this COVID got me cutthroat. So I respect people. If you come on here though and want to speak your piece, I will put it in the chat. Let's do it. I want to hear what the fans have to say about things. So let me get this stream link. They're gonna change a lot up about StreamYard. Where the heck is the link?
If you want me to do it, I can.
Please. I think I still have it copied and pasted though. I might have it already, but that's where we are with it. Let me put this in the chat. I think I can do it. Then again, I can't. What the heck is going on? Okay. Yeah, they innovate.
I'll take care of it.
Platform. Thank you. Yeah, please. So whoever wants to jump on, please.
I should be there now.
Thank you. You're such a lifesaver. And you, William, if you're still watching, y'all just came through for me because I really wanted to get in on this while I'm up. So look, I'm a night owl anyway.
Same here.
A lot more of this, just to let you know, and it might not be timed. It might be, hey, I feel like talking about Matt Ryan leaving or something. Like when these breaking news things happen, look, I'm up. I'm already in the lab anyway. I might as well get on here and chat with y'all at the same time. So if this is what the new thing for AFN will be, if you guys are sitting here, come on, talk with us. Let's get some call-ins or phone-ins or whatever you want to call that thing. Hey, there we go. So we got some Cook and, okay, I got to see his name. So let's put him on the screen. I'm adding to the stream Matt Moses. Let's go. I'm putting you on the stream. I'm letting you go ahead and have the floor. How are you? Who do we have?
Hey, good morning, Maggie. What's going on? Falcons fans, what's up, everybody?
What's up? How are you?
That's your comment right here.
That's your comment? Okay.
Oh, yeah, I've been in y'all comment section for a minute, man. Like, man, rise up, Falcons, man. Y'all could do it, man. Like, I'm I'm originally from California, but I grew up in Atlanta, so I
From
grew
my
up watching.
right there,
Huh?
I'm in College Park. I'm in College Park.
Oh yeah. I went to Westlake High School. Went to school like at Creekside, like Fairburn, all like
Hecker than we think.
Palmetto.
I went to Westlake with Cam Newton and Pac-Man Jones was my class. So that's when I was in when those guys was developing and stuff. Well, no, Cam Newton is younger, so I was leaving as him and his brother was entering. So, but Pac-Man Jones, of course, that was my class. And speaking of mental health, Pac-Man Jones is another one. That's
Yeah.
spiraling a little bit. But go ahead. I want to give you your shine.
Oh, yeah. I was just saying, man. Like I said, even though I'm a Niners fan, like I grew up in Atlanta, and I watched all Falcons games growing up too, and like I said, I'm rooting for you guys to of course not just because y'all got to win first and make it to the playoffs, but like I want to see you guys do better, man. Like the Vic days, I do kind of miss those Vic days. He was fun, like watching him, and I feel like they're kind of scared to like give another black quarterback a chance because they don't want to see like what happened to Vic happen again. And like I think they're kind of like Arthur Blank. You know how Arthur Blank is, like he just like doesn't want to do it. Do you guys still have Thomas Dimitroff as a GM? Or
Thank
did he get
goodness,
fired?
no.
No, we don't. He is
Oh.
out of here. Call him Domitroff.
Oh.
Because the hell that he created here. That's why we are in the predicament we are in. So we brought in Terry from the Saints. Everybody, Saints. Oh my God, we're going to have all Saints player. But this man knows how to maneuver through a terrible contract situation. Cap space. What we're dealing with here.
Yeah, basically every contract that all of the Falcons fans complain about, yeah, that was all Dimitrov. So just keep that in mind. It's like Dante Fowler, Matt Ryan's extension, Julio Jones' extension, Calvin Ridley situation. It's like everything that was expensive for us, you better believe it was because of Dimitrov just like not caring about his job at a certain point.
Yeah.
And that's why he's not getting offers for anyone else too, despite there being clear needs for other teams too. Like Jacksonville still cheaping Trent Baalke, despite I don't know what the heck reason as to why. But it's like, yeah, there's still positions available, but yeah, he's not. You're not going to hear his name anytime soon when it comes to that. So yeah, thank goodness he's gone.
Well, because I could say the difference there, I feel like the direction is we're getting out of that favoritism mode, getting away with. Now it's a bit more accountability. And that's the first thing they came into these press conferences, accountability. I don't care what your records are. I don't care if Calvin Ridley, if you got 100 touchdowns in one game, if you screw up, you're sitting down. And somebody else like Cordero Patterson's going to get to shine. Kyle Pitt. And the more
Russell Gage.
Okay, it's so many weapons out there that they are starting to gain that confidence in each other and the team. They're like getting together, they're sideline dancing, and they're young, they're hungrier. They're starting to put these guys back into their natural positions they played in college. You get these people are being placed in. We want versatility. We want players that can kind of, hey, when we got some flack somewhere else, we got somebody else in the back. I'm going to put you on in a minute. And, we're going to just have everybody on here. I don't care. But you get what I'm saying? So it's like we're developing versatile players. So you can be over here. Can you imagine a team of Atlanta Falcons players that can do it all? Can you imagine that? So what Arthur Smith is about is you got to be prepared for anything and everything. So wherever I place you, I want you to be seasoned in that as well. So it won't be like I don't know this too much. Why not learn the overall game of football? You know what your position is. A lot of these players, they don't switch from position to position based on the teams they've been on, whatever the schemes are, what works well with them. You get what I'm saying? So it's like everybody kind of have gotten a taste at some other type of position. Like Cordell was trying to be on safety and special teams, and you get what I'm saying? So it's like, man, let's create some beast around here. So let's and an extra guest, the CBN Productions. That's kind of getting here and getting some personalities on this thing. Let me get you on the screen. Well, let me get my phone on the charger too, folks. But we not have the shoe. Hold on.
Who's that?
Don't worry about the picture.
Is that what that is? You got children?
I forgot. I forgot which movie I got that from. I watched it a long time.
Madagascar.
No, it wasn't that. It was that stork movie with them babies.
Yeah, that's a kid of mine.
And introduce who you are.
I am Devontae Hughes, aka Cookie by Nature. I had to sign in with my other email, so here we go.
Not you. I didn't recognize you. You got that picture.
You didn't recognize him by the stork?
No, he's a little storky today, so I just what's going on?
Just waiting to look at a really situation. I've been kind of thinking about it while I've been at work and not trying to go too extreme, but I just feel like people have the right to feel the way they feel, so I'm not going to attack anybody for feeling too negative or too positive on the situation. So that's just, I understand, trying to understand both sides of the situation. I'm on the almost Mad Mike side of it. If y'all haven't heard, you will hear actually, because he's going to be on Friday Night Madness. So definitely check out Friday Night Madness when it comes out. But a lot of people are pissed based on the actions of Calvin Ridley at this point.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to everything that we know about, it's all incomplete. So naturally, our feelings about the situation are going to be incomplete as well. So there's only so much that you can sway to one opinion or the other when it comes to this. Until we see the full thing out, all of our guesses are going to be as good as each other's, which is going to be, well, you don't know yet. So that's why I've always refrained from the situation ever since it came about. But now it's just gotten to the point where it's like you can't avoid talking about it now because of what he's doing on his side.
It's like, do we even have time to think about it? Because when it came to Julio Jones, it was like, we got this rumor, and then he's on Undisputed, and then he's gone. It's like, that was like in a matter of a month. Like, so when do we talk about it? When do we actually say, okay, what's going on? Why is Arthur Smith not having any updates? That's the thing that I've tweeted before that is alarming to me, is that he can't even say, well, Calvin's okay. He's progressing. We don't even get such a small update. He says, I do not have any update. That to me is alarming.
Yeah.
You never know what he's going through, man. A lot of these young players, man, like they go through a lot of like personal issues and stuff. So I wouldn't like count him out and just say trade him. And if y'all were ready to trade him already, he's still a upper echelon receiver, in my opinion. Like, you never know what he's going through, man. I wouldn't like bash him too hard though. Like, you gotta give him a chance. Feel me? Like,
yeah, I'm not trying to bash him too hard. It's just once you look at how everything transpired, you had a statement prior to the Panthers game, then you're out, and then nobody hears from you, sees you in months, and then as soon as these rumors come out about you, maybe wanting out or both teams or both sides wanting a fresh start, you go on Snapchat and you screenshot a Google image of your stats. That's weird.
Yeah.
We're live, people. This is, because if folks that don't know, I've been putting it on blast that Maggie T is suffering from COVID. I'm isolated in my room, putting it out. And excuse my audio because I had to take my Wi-Fi off. So if it's choppy, let me know. But
yeah, you sound fine on our end.
Okay,
Yeah, you
perfect.
sound good. You sound good, man.
Thank you. So I'm just trying to fight through it. It's like, you know me, the show must go on. I'm not up to uploads and editing right now, but it's like, let's talk about this situation because it's just, we're all going through it. Like we kind of started at the beginning of the show with William. He will be back from the Scotland. Well, he's, UK, Scotland, he'll be,
He said
um,
Glasgow, actually.
uh,
Specifically.
yes. Because I think he's living in Scotland or whatever. I'll figure that part out, y'all. It's kind of last minute for him too. I was kind of like, hey, are you available? Yeah, sure. And he just hopped right on. So, but I'm seeing folks from Ireland. So it's like, this is actually a good time for, I'm a night owl anyway. So I got a lot of things going on in my Maggie T Productions development I'm coming together with. I'm going to get you guys more information about that soon. But Maggie T is more than just Falcons football. I'm everything. I am entertainment. I'm music industry. So if you're out there in the nation, I don't care what country you are from, if you have talent, find me on social media, Miss Maggie T, MS Maggie T. Submit your information. I'm developing talent at this moment. So if that's you, or if you want to be part of this sports organization, because we're starting to brand into a more universal platform where we're going to hit on wrestling. So I was like, yes, everybody want to be the king of Atlanta Falcons, but it's like, we're beyond that at this point. You get what I'm saying? We're over that, and thank you. I'm better. It's like, the funny thing is, I'm not running a fever, but I got the chills and sweat. Now I had the extreme fatigue. And now I got an echo. I don't know what's going on. But thank you, everyone. Thank you for the donation. Thank you for all of that. It's helping somebody because I lost a big staple to our family at the age of 88 Monday, and the entire family is battling this COVID fight. I have a cousin in the hospital now with COVID and pneumonia. So you understand what I'm really going through here. You guys don't know my struggle. I lost my brother 4 days after my birthday last year. My birthday, June 4th. He passed away in a terrible accident, June 8th. I fell down. So it's like, I have since, I feel for Kevin Ridley because guess what? You guys didn't see Miss Maggie T because I was balled up somewhere. I even laid there at one point unmotivated. I was like, I don't even want to get up and do a video, you guys. I'm just going to keep it real. I woke up and didn't want to be here, you guys.
Damn.
You get what I'm saying? That huge thing with the excitement of that partnership with the restaurant that didn't fall through because sometimes you can't depend on other people. And I felt I let you guys down. I had quit my job. I put my 2 weeks in, but it was like, I put my 2 weeks and she was like, this is your last day. It's like, is that what you value me as? I was acting manager without the acting pay. I can run an operation. I utilize the free sources and tools. It's like, I'm beyond a 9-to-5. I'm beyond this controversy surrounding Atlanta Falcons Nation that we are selfish over here. I'm over people using this platform for personal gain and not being a team player. I'm putting that on notice and you're going to hear that. And I hope it hits you because I'm sick and tired of people taking advantage of this platform. We're all about family. We're all about loving. We know you all want your own thing. We get that. I have many things I got going outside of Atlanta Falcons Nation. Okay, we get that you want to brand yourself. Do it. This is the platform for you. We're not selfish. We're not holding you back. If you decide this is not your platform, thank you for your time.
But just let us know in advance.
Thank you.
I want to add to that. I can guarantee you that this group AFN is not selfish. Like I came into this group based on a conversation with Don. He wanted me on the show because he felt like I was a good reporter and doing what I was doing. And ever since then, I've been affiliated. And it's everybody gets their own shine. We support everybody, so it ain't nobody just trying to be big headed and think I'm bigger than you. I'm top dog. No, everybody gets their own shine. We all eat. Right now, I'm hungry because it's 5:24. But anyways, everybody trying to eat.
I'm going to the restroom to pee because I've been drinking Gatorade and Pedialyte. But we're going to do this thing. I'm sweating over here. Y'all see what I look like? Y'all think I'm out here in the Sahara Desert with my hair all curly all over my head? I said, I don't want to scare y'all today. So I'm behind the Together profile. You know, that's a Together Maggie right there. That's what you're going to get.
I was going to start a chant in the chat. Just put the face cam on, but I ain't going to do that.
Man, you would have immediately started a new chant to take it off.
But I love that you're a 49ers fan that kind of is. You said you kind of been in the chat. You know.
Oh yeah, like I always see you. I think I see you like Nothing But Diners, like or something like or what are our podcasts with Mike or something like that.
Love because they invited some of our crew on there. Matt, Mike, and K Styles jumped on the show, and then it was a vice versa thing where Nothing But the Niners, I want to say, or something like that. That platform, one of the guys, Mike, is like Mike and Mike. I forget all these damn Mikes, but that came on the platform after the fact, and even after they, you know, the loss we suffered, I still went back and just ate my crow, and I was like, well, thank you. So you might have just caught me in that campaign, and that's what was happening.
Yeah, and I was like, man, she cool. Like, I was like, yeah, I was like, I started listening to some of y'all streams and stuff. I was like, well, yeah, y'all cool. Like, I like how you know, doing everything over here. I appreciate you letting me come on here.
Dude, I appreciate you in the chat. And we're really trying to grab all the, it's like, we're not, and I'm glad you're here because we're not just going to be Atlanta Falcons moving forward. So I'm looking for all talents of football. I'm looking for all talents of basketball. We're expanding, and with the help of, Fila Sports and Georgia Sports Hospitality, however y'all say y'all acronym. It's too complicated for me, but y'all got to simplify that, y'all. But so we're branding off to Atlanta United, Atlanta Braves, Georgia Tech, Georgia State, all of that. We want to do all of that, but we need the content creators that are serious, though. We're wasting time with a lot of people that say they're for it and get on here and because they don't think they're having the shine, which we give you ample opportunity of that.
You a Bulldogs fan or a Tech fan? You a Tech fan?
I'm a Bulldogs fan.
Okay.
I was a Tech fan. I know because he's in Cali.
I don't watch college football like that. I just kind of watch it for like the off-season scouting purposes.
Same here. I just say I love every team in Georgia because I don't feel like picking one.
And let's get to these comments here. Nathan, then we'll get to the one that Trucker said, because mental illness is a thing to understand, but thing to know is when they say leave me alone doesn't mean to leave them alone. It's a way for them to say check up on me. So can we blame Arthur Smith? And also, and I'm going to just kind of intervene on these. I just recently lost my grandmother prior to Christmas, and I'm still out here on the road pushing loads, but AFN is my peace away from everyday life. I'm just, like I said, this is the beginning of my story. I lost my brother last year, 4 days after my birthday. I was trying to get this restaurant for for that November 7 meet and greet for the Saints and Falcons game, but because of COVID, and then it wasn't the right situation. I didn't want to disappoint you guys. I didn't want to let you down. I just said, let's cancel it and postpone it. He suffered his demise from a terrible accident. We just lost my godmother's mother. I'm assuming to COVID because they're all over there with COVID. And she was 88. I have a cousin, like I said, she's in the hospital with pneumonia. So it's like all your donations is going to a good cause to kind of bring Gatorade and Pedialyte and things their way. So it's like all these laughing emojis and things like that to our Cash App links. It's not to feed my pockets. It's to help the community. So I guess because we don't speak on it, they don't understand what it's for. But these Cash Apps and Super Chats that you guys provide for us is going towards, the community. I'm getting ready to look into a charity to put back into the community. Guess what? The community is helping me right now because I'm not working at the moment. So I understand the need for all of that. I'm just here to say, you guys, we're all struggling. We're all going through mental health issues. My daughter is diagnosed with mood depression disorder. 2019, no, 20, one of them years, she was in a institute, 30 days, I don't know when COVID started, but it was the peak of COVID, the start of COVID,
March
where I didn't even go see her. What year?
March of 2020.
Yes. So you can't imagine what Miss Maggie T is going with. I also suffer from anxiety. So I got my, my herbal influence, that helps. But, I had her in a facility because she kind of blacked out and lost her way. She even looked at me and was like, "You're not even the person I believe you to be." But that was just her blacking out. And that was the most hardest time in my life because I couldn't even go see her because of COVID. It was a phone call, a brief 10 minutes, not even that. "Hey, Mom, I'm scared" conversation. And it's like, "Baby, it's going to be all right. I love you." And they kept saying, "Well, it's evident that you have love for your daughter because she speaks of you. Even when she's going through things, she's calling for you." So this stream is for this. I am bringing the platform to you guys because I understand this mental health all well. So y'all panicking and cussing us out and everything, I get it. You're going through some things too personally that maybe you behaving the way you are is your way of getting out there. Getting you're speaking out and yelling for help. So it's like, I don't even take it personally sometimes. It's like, I'm going to pray for you like the church people. "Oh, bless him, bless him, bless him," bless his heart, baby, precious child, And I'm going to keep it, y'all. I'm going to let y'all know I'm really into that. I used to do drama and stuff like that. So you're getting ready to get a little bit more of Miss Maggie T's production side of things once I'm back and well and everything else. So y'all really just waking up an animal at this point with the love and support. So y'all going to see Maggie everywhere. And it's like, yes.
Apparently 24/7 too.
Yes. Oh Lord. Yes. I got a busy schedule. Let me shut up and let y'all have the floor and go ahead.
This is
Yeah.
this hearing all this is.
You guys, I was having some audio fidelity issues, but I think I've got it fixed now. Can you all hear me okay?
Yes.
You sound a lot better, yeah.
Yes.
Sorry again about that, guys.
No problem. It's our pilot episode. But if you need mistakes to happen, let it happen now. So
What's up, bro?
I just want to say that hearing all this is good news to me that you are moving forward with everything, especially after all the tough things that you're going through. I didn't. Not many people knew this, but I just really got in a car accident like last month.
Oh my gosh. And a couple of our crew members also had never mind. Car accident. Let me hush.
Yeah, so I have ever since then I've had like a new lease on life because I know like it could be that short because it happened so quick. I didn't even know. I've just got out of the car disoriented, so I'm good now. I just had to find my focus and get back, start working again. So I'm good now. But no, I got to be tough for also my significant other. So that's what I'm doing now. And so what's great about it is that I have the group, such as AFN, GSHM, all that, that was there for me. Like I remember I put like a text in the chat about what happened, and then I know our buddy, friend of the show, Travis, was like, "You just gonna say that and don't call us?" Like, so I just appreciate just everybody being there for each other. This is what I love about the group. Nobody is selfish and nobody is above one another.
Yeah, and that's the narrative we to push, you guys. It's like we got such a bad reputation out there that I've been kind of hidden because I got many profiles and people don't realize I'm listening. And it's like, "Oh no, we're not going to Atlanta Falcons Nation. Oh, we're not going to Field of Sport. We don't want to be a part of that." And it's like, why? Why are you going word of mouth? Come see for yourself. Check us out. It's open. So if you're listening to this is the pilot episode of that message. Just check us out. Give us a shot. If it's not what you like, if this is not it, more power to you.
Yeah, there's enough infighting and backstabbing and oh, this channel, it doesn't do this sort of content, or they're this sort of people, that's not for me. If it's not for you, fair enough. But I just feel like there's too much venom, too much. The attitude ain't right for a lot of people on YouTube. They're going about it the wrong way, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think, and what Maggie was saying earlier about like the whole COVID situation, that affected everybody, and
Yeah.
some people just took it way worse than others. And the only way for them to, vent out their frustration, vent out their anxiety, vent out their issues was through social media platforms. And that's why I think we especially got to see a lot more negativity in the side of people than we originally had prior to these events. So, like, I think that has a contributing factor to it, as well as other things too. Like, life gets harder for everybody, and not everyone has like the same difficulty level, if that makes any sense. But there is a sense where if you can just control yourself, control what you can control, basically, you will make your situation not as bad, and then make your situation go from a bad to a good. It's like, but people just want to be stuck in the bad because that's what they're panicking in. So.
Yep. And not to cut you off, we have one last guest, and I apologize for everybody. This is impromptu. I know everybody's excited about the fact that, hey, we see some Falcons talk this early for some, maybe not so early for others. So we're going to start doing this a lot more because, like I said, I got many hats that I wear in many, Maggie T Productions. In the entertainment, I'm always just doing something. So it's like, I'm going to be doing this a lot more often. I just feel like having a conversation. I'm going to do this because like I'm right now fighting fatigue. So it's like I have to kind of do these weird hours. So don't be surprised. You're like, what the? I guess it's Maggie again. So just get used to this. And thank you, Cook and Smoke Sports. Y'all check his channel out. I'm not even, familiar with his platform. If you're a 49ers fan, but it's all love, Falcons. It's like we show support where support shows to us. I will definitely follow you and find where you are and everything, and get back to following you in a moment. But yeah, we're gonna bring one more guest on, and then we're gonna wrap this up because I said I wasn't gonna go. But hey, you're sitting and watching us. We just felt the love, so it's like I kept it going longer than I even wanted to, and that's fine. He dropped off. Okay, well, maybe. I'm sorry. If you wanted to come back, you were welcome. But if not, we'll catch you on the next time because we're getting ready to kind of wrap this on up so I can kind of get to some rest and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, Latrell Caldwell. Early bird always getting the worm. Thank you. Like you said, I said previous, these donations to the Cash App, the Super Chats, I know everybody's in the morning. They ain't trying to throw the money and no dollars this early, but they've been gonna make the bread. Like I ain't trying to waste the bread. I get it, but y'all go get the funny, Miss Maggie T. Like we finna deal in the dab in comedians. So if you also not even just entertainers, music artists, I'm looking for comedians too. So if you are a comedian, Miss Maggie T's Productions is looking for you. I develop talent. So hit me up, y'all, all over social media. Maggie T, Atlanta Falcons Nation.com. Like this is the hello to the 2022 announcement. AFN is more than just that. Well, go ahead and get you some work in, sir. Let me get a couple of dollars of that. I'll take about 20 when you're done. When you take that drop, just go ahead and drop it. So any last
advance.
Any last word before we just go ahead and just end this thing.
Well,
Thank you.
That's okay. We all. I just want to thank everyone on the chat for coming in, staying up with us so early or so late, missing out your sleep to hang with us. We really appreciate that. Just keep the donos, keep the chats, keep the love coming, because we all need it. It's been a long few years with COVID. It's been a long season for the birds as well, as I'm sure you all can feel me. So we really appreciate the love that you guys are showing to us.
Absolutely. Noah?
Yeah, I mean, I should probably get to bed.
You know what? Good night. You go. You're. Yeah, it's very late for you. So you can go ahead and hop off. You can do your intros and all that later. You can go ahead. I'll close it up here. But thank you, Noah, for really just being here. Well, even when you're tired, it's just that's the dedication that I
Yeah,
appreciate,
yeah,
William.
because I
I
got up at like 6:30 in the morning, and it's 2:30 for me right now.
Yeah. Good night. Good night.
Fantastic to meet you, Noah, as well. Nice to meet you, brother.
Wow, sir.
Yeah, man, pleasure.
All right. um. And I don't, hey, that's the dedication we have here. I just said, hey, I'm up, y'all. What y'all want to do? Hey, I'm up too. So um, that's how we have to support one another. So, thank you, William, once again. Cookie by Nature, Cox, you know what? Shut up, me. Uh,
Hey, Devontae.
I'm clouded with this COVID stuff, so stuff is not going to come out right, people. So bear with me.
Let me get one thing in before we go.
Go ahead.
Everybody, man, I want y'all to know that there's open lanes for everybody. That there's no me above all else, man. Especially for GSHM, I'm going to try to get this WNBA popping when it starts. That's an open lane. They looking for reporters. They looking for
Put me past, Mr. Sir. That's what I'm trying to work on in the background somewhere. So
let's get everybody on the train now. Let's start the team. Let's do it. Because I've already talked to Coach Wright before, new Coach Wright, and I'm going to try to get some more interviews with players. So let's all do it together.
Yeah, and I've been trying to reach out to some of the female journalists because I want to do this whole female sports thing. So it's like it's a lot of ideas. So look, if you're a lady and really love the sports like I do, and you ain't got to look, I'm not X's and O type of woman. I'm gonna tell you that. But I'm learning it. I know my team though, so it's like that's why I don't really get on. Everybody's like, "Go jump on, go get on this interview." I'm like, man, y'all better stop. Let me get my notes because I'm be the one to be reading. So Kevin Ridley just went to, no, I'm just playing. I know the team a good little bit, but of course, you guys are the experts at it. So it's like I let y'all do the talking, I do the producing. So, but of course, I can hold my own too. I battle with the mess up. I'll cuss you out about them Falcons. I ain't playing about them boys. So I'm sorry. It's just like I'm 36 years old. So it's like look, I don't seen the worst of the worst. And that, it was worse than that before that. So I've seen it all. I've been through it all. Chris Chandler, all of that. The peerless prices, the people leaving to go to college in the middle of the season. I'm that fan.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and I'm that fan where my first season of watching like the team and like really being devoted to it was 2007. The worst possible year you can start off with. So
I just want to say I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, the coach.
I was at the point where it's like I wanted to watch Vic because I was a left-handed fast kid in school at the time. I just wanted to try to show off my side of that. And then like that happens. And then like the year before the Matt Ryan era, it's like that's where I fell into as like the 7 or 8 year old that I was. But being over here in California,
did you say?
And
oh my!
huh?
Oh wow!
7 or 8.
Okay.
Well, I'm 22 now, so just like it's gonna equal the year that we're in.
I mean, it's funny because it's like
just keep that in mind.
He's like a baby too, and I have to remember that it's like I'm an old lady now. I'm in my church hat with my fan, going around, So it's like I've been here. I've been through the struggles,
You gotta say a better word though, man. You gotta say you seasoned.
Seasoned, everyone.
Oh, you're battle tested,
Quarterback, I said, right, so how do you want me to prep for that? They said, just be prepared for the pocket to collapse. I'm like, I'm always prepared for the pocket to collapse. I'm a Falcons fan. He's like, I'll watch what happens to Ryan week in, week out. I know I'll have to take off. Don't you worry about that.
I'm here till the wheels fall off into the ocean, whatever, whatever. It just crash and burn. That's I'm here to the end.
That's ride or die.
Yeah, when I was at the game for the 49ers game.
Oh Lord.
you know, I had some other people try to come up to me afterwards, like, oh, hey, no after game tears. I was like, dude, what do you expect? I'm a Falcons fan. I got like the thickest skin in the league. Like, you can't say anything to me that I haven't said to myself as it is. You know,
Yeah.
so.
And I'm going to interrupt with this before he jumps off. 'Cause I know he's like getting to go to bed or something, but a lot of people really like my voice because I do motivational videos where I do the soothing, good morning, everyone. How you doing? You know, I can, anybody remember the Joyce Littell of the radio here in Atlanta, the Quiet Storm? I love that stuff. So it's like, I'm used to my kind of husky, you know, deeper voice than most women. I embrace it. So kind of like the sports personalities that's out there. That beautiful, beautiful girl. What's her name? I can't think of it right now. She has that heavy voice too, and she's just a beautiful individual. And y'all love her to death because y'all just drooling all over her. But I'm trying to be that of the Atlanta Falcons Nation. So if you like my voice, hey, sell it, buy it. I'm getting ready to get into some voiceovering too. So just a hint of what we're becoming here at Atlanta Falcons Nation and Maggie T's production. So yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Well, I know it's not how you saying it, but that's how I'm saying it. So all right, people, go ahead. No, anything else? We're just getting ready to just rise off of here. You know, we got merchandise in the making. We're just getting ready to, get behind. And the merchandise I'm creating, it's basically be strong. Basically, it's for this pandemic. So if you want it with your logo, let me know. But of course, that's in development. I'll tell y'all when that's going to be launched. But if you like that idea, be strong with your logo on it. We're going to get that in the works because it's like it's self-explanatory. We got to hold our hands and heads up high during this fight. So please immune your systems up. That don't make no sense, y'all, but you know what I mean. Get it together. Get your health back. All that. I want to go on a diet. Now's the time because we're dying out here left and right, people. This is the day and age of that time. Let's get control of it. Stop all this fighting. I need my mask on and I don't want it on. Sweetie, do you understand that with you putting that mask on, at least for these 2 weeks, it's not even 2 weeks now, it's 5 days of recovery. If we can just get a good 2 weeks of everybody sitting the heck down, we could get some control over this. That's just what it is, okay? So, I remember Portia Fox rocked. You put it. You good at it. Look, y'all finna go be back down memory lane. Don't get me to do that. Don't get me to do that because I will sit here and talk y'all off. I'm gonna talk this off. Like I'm honestly, I'm energetic right now. So, if anybody else,
don't burn yourself out. That's all.
I'm feeling good. I'm taking advantage of this energy that I have. So,
some of that Pedialyte.
Jump off. William, if it's too long for you, Cookie by Nature, if you're getting ready to get off, please. I'm fine just being by myself and inviting some more fans on because I'm ready to go.
I got else to do. I'm here if you need me.
Thank you. Okay, and Noah, thank you. I appreciate you. Don't be dragging no more. Go to bed. I'm the mama. Okay, good night. Good night.
Hey, you have to kick me out at this point. One last thing I want to say: where are all these Jews and I'm on my shows? Jeez, man.
From yourself.
At this point,
well, now you're making your
lost concept.
At 7 o'clock at night to see you. So y'all follow Noah on Wednesday nights at 11 Eastern.
Apparently there's a whole fan base for this. One last thing that I want to say to everyone else in the chat though, because is it just like a tonight thing, or is this something that we can try to like put on spur of the moment any day of the week? That's the one thing I want to figure that out, because if it's just like a Thursday night, early morning type of thing, well, at least on my perspective, or is it just like something that we can do consistently throughout the week if we're up for it? This was like a sporadic moment, so let us know because we can work with that if that's what
a lot of people get up to listen to the Steve Harvey Morning Show, so I think we can do this if y'all really trying to do this.
No, I really am trying to do this. I'm a night owl, so I'm up anyway. because I've been getting all my rest in, so I just been having weird hours because of that, because of this fatigue. I try to take advantage of the spurts of energy that I have, so I can go. I can go for another 30 minutes. So whoever wants to fall off can fall off. We can bring in some more people to bring their piece in. But let's get back to this Calvin Ridley. So Noah, thank you again.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you, the realist of reals in the chat. So,
all right.
yeah,
Well,
man.
you have a good night. You get some rest. I'll see you in the morning. Cookie, are you shooting off too?
I got 10 more minutes before I get off.
Okay. So let's get into the Calvin Ridley more talk, because everybody want to talk about it. Calvin really kind of ruined our season, or at least our playoff chances. And while y'all intervene, I got another Gatorade run. So I'll be right back.
To just answer that a little bit, it did hurt more than it helped, honestly, because you have to factor in that he was a large part of what our offense was going to be. They were not going to just thrust Kyle Pitts into, superstar mode, especially him coming in as a rookie. But it has forced him to kind of shoulder the load, which is kind of a blessing in disguise for his development. But like just when right before the Panthers game, I believe, when they didn't say anything for like an hour prior to the game, and then you could tell based on how that game went that their game plan was for Calvin and Kyle and everybody being there. So I do think that when it comes to these reports, you got to take it with a grain of salt, but you do have to understand that when Arthur Smith says week to week, you can copy and paste what I said last week. We ain't got no update. That does tell you that, behind the scenes, it might be something going on, especially this offseason. But, I as far as mental health, I hope he gets all the help that he needs. So I'm not going to disrespect him as far as on outside the football, but when it comes to game day, we got to respect the players that actually show up and go out there and fight for this team. With somebody that consistently does that every single game is Matt Ryan. So feel how you want to feel about him. Matt Ryan shows up and gets his ass whooped every Sunday. Got to respect him for that.
Yeah, and I don't know how you all feel on the subject of respecting the players that show up. One thing about not having Ridley, Pitts is balled out, and he's balled out big time, but you can't understate the influence of Cordarrelle Patterson either. 5 rushing touchdowns, 6 receiving on the year, over 1,000 all-purpose yards. Your boy's a baller. Your boy is a baller, and I would be very, very happy if he wants to retire a Falcon. I'll be very happy.
We have to give more stock into players that say, you know what, I love Atlanta and I want to be here. We don't have too many of those players that actually have pride of being here. Last one we really had prior to this was Roddy White. You can't get Roddy White saying nothing anti-Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need more of these Tack McKinley players that's more rah-rah this, rah-rah that, thing. We need players that actually want to be here and want to win.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, God, I had to refresh a little bit. One thing about if you're out there fighting COVID now, put down the water that's going to make you dehydrated. You got to pick up the electrolytes and soups and things like that. So that's what I'm surviving off of. I just chunked my last bottle of it. So it's like I have to keep replenished. I think I got one more in here. So I'm going to have to replenish my stash. So like I said, the donations and things that y'all are giving is helping, because it's like you have to stay hydrated during these times in order for you to get well. Now, someone said, Channel Keys, I'm just waking up, so let's talk beating the Saints. Let's talk about it. Let's go there. Because it's like, the season is what it is, but those are still the Saints at the end of the day. And I like kicking their ass. So, I'm all about that. So what can we do to beat them? Like we have nothing to lose at this point. So it's like a good ass kicking just to say, because we already had the Matt Ryan, display of I'm frustrated, F you guys type of, reaction. He's over it. He's fed up. He's like, F you. I know what Arthur Smith is about, and y'all not supporting me. I'm finna get in here, so we get in that Matt Ryan now. So it's like, let's work on this defense. Let's work on this O-line, special teams. But as far as the Saints game, it's still we want to make a message for the new season. And what you got to say, William?
No, I was going to just say our keys to success are off of the edge. we need our tackles to stop Cam Jordan because that boy is a monster. And conversely, we need our ends to get after it. I know the Saints don't have a quarterback, but it's still Ian Book. He played very well at Notre Dame. So if we give him the time to make plays, he's gonna punish us for it.
I think it's Taysom. Taysom and Simeon are back, but I think Taysom is going to get the start. So my key to would be make him actually be a quarterback. Don't let him run, because when they get to do all those quarterback power runs, it's going to be difficult for our defense. So make him play quarterback, because he's not good at doing it. He's not good at throwing the ball, making reads. So you just do well on the back end as far as exposing whatever, because I know Teron Armstead is not practicing. He hasn't practiced all week. So if you can expose that left side of the line, you go ahead and do it. If Dante Fowler can somehow turn into Superman and get a fourth sack, I guess, do that. But let's put a statement on it. I know we're not going to the playoffs, but the best kind of feel good is making sure they can't make the playoffs. I'll be that petty, so I don't care.
Yeah. We're in people's lives, basically. Ruin the day for somebody. If we can be that, hell yeah, go in it with all your gusto. I want everybody just getting all kinds of passes. I want everybody catching all touchdowns and filling up their stats. Please, I want you to have that type of game. Like, prepare this like this the Super Bowl. We finna come in here just like, oh, it's this team today. Y'all just out here explosive. Matt Ryan throwing all kinds of accurate passes. Kyle Pitts, Gage and all of them. The defense over here just stacking folks. And
if one a week for video game stats, this would be a good one.
At this point, I'll let Kyle Pitts get them 50 yards and break their record and be like, all right, go ahead and sit down.
I'm thinking about like tiptoeing into the end zone type of, look at this. I'm like prime time showing out. Like, that's the energy I want for this game. It's like, whatever, y'all. Just let's put on the show. That's what I want. I want that type of energy as far as these Falcons being the Aints. You got
everybody in the chat. If you can afford it, please support our team. This is a home game, I believe. Please support the team.
Yeah, that's one thing that has been really driving me insane. We got Giants. We got like almost every other team in the league bringing better support to Ben's than we bring, and it's like, this is a home game. It shouldn't be like that.
That's been my pet peeve with this team. We always get everybody traveling well. I'm tired of making it seem like the Saints run our city. They don't run nothing about this city, ever. I don't even want to go to their city, and it ain't got nothing to do with football. I just think it stinks. I don't want to even go over there.
And this comment right here, kind of before it, and how really be on the Alabama sidelines for those games, but don't be at the Falcons game, as well as Mike Smith. Kevin Ridley was never and will never be a number one receiver. He is the next Juju Smith. When Brown left, he showed he wasn't a number one. Just like Ridley when Julio left, he too small to be a number one receiver. And yeah, if I tongue twist things, just let you know I'm in the cloud. But we can't lose to no Taysom Hill. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know if he's too small to be a number one. I mean, he goes about 6'1". That's about DeAndre Hopkins' size. I think Devontae Adams is around about that 6'1" mark too. So I don't think it's so much that he can't be a number one receiver. I think it's that he maybe lacks the attitude and the consistency to be a number one receiver. But you can't tell me that Ridley, even on his worst day, is not a solid number two, because he is a great player.
He's a phenomenal talent, but the problem is when you're watching him on the field drop passes, or when he catches the pass, he literally runs backwards. You cannot say that's a number one receiver. That's someone who appears to be scared to play, almost, So he can be phenomenal, but it's just, this is what we've seen. How many times we've yelled because for some reason he catches a slant and then loses 10 yards on the same play because he's trying to make something out of nothing. Like, we can't afford to have that be our number one guy that you're counting on that can't even go over the middle. So that's how where I'm at with him.
Yeah, he does seem a little bit tentative when it comes to contact. He doesn't like to be hit very much.
And to this question right here, any word on Pitts? Honestly, I've been out the loop of all the news updates, honestly, trying to get well. So if anybody else on the panel know anything about Pitts, They
Pitts practiced it on a limited basis today and said his hamstring felt good. So we're gonna see how that goes into Friday's practice. Maybe another limited, but he does feel like he's gonna play on Sunday.
okay,
Yeah,
great.
so I was glad to hear that, but just obviously I hope he practices well and doesn't overdo it because we really
We need him fully healthy for the new. Because we don't need another Julio Jones situation, a lingering issue. So I would say sit him down. What do you think?
Well, the season's over.
If he didn't sit him down, let me get that record.
Let him get the record. If he feels up to it, then maybe sit him. You can have your 1,000-yard season if you feel up to it, but you're not going to kill yourself. You're a 21-year-old man. You're not going to ruin the rest of your career for one 1,000-yard season, in my opinion.
That's true. He is young, so it's like if he's ready to go, ready to go. If it's not as bad, then yeah, juice that, on them legs and knees and let's go. Because this is his. Because everybody is so worried about Calvin Ridley, but we're getting ready to be on the brink of a younger team and new talent. So it's like this is my platform. Look at me. Yes, Calvin Ridley, but I'm here, and that's who Cordero Patterson is. He got T-shirts saying "I love Atlanta." He's campaigning for himself at this point. He finally found a situation for himself that works for him. And Arthur Smith is obviously that reason. Everybody saying what's going on in the organization. No, what's going on is accountability. Why are Julio Jones and Calvin Ridley out here wanting to leave? Because you just can't come in here mental. I'm sorry, I'm going there, but it's like I have some sympathy for it, but then again, I don't. Because I go through hell myself, but I'm here every day. So you can't let the team down because my boo-boos, just let me get my blanket and cry. No, get your big man up, get your big old self up and get out there and support your team. You're letting these people down because you don't even know the damn game plan. You ain't been here since before the London game.
Yeah, it's almost like, Matty, can you help me up and kiss my boo-boo? That big nasty linebacker just touched me. It's like, as much as I say, I have my own struggles too. We really need to be, at this point, it's like the end of the season. You really need to let us know where you stand, dude.
Yeah. You're right. So, and Cookie by Nature, thank you again. Fila Sports and Georgia Sports something. I'll put it in. Look, don't get me lying about their little acronym. I can never get that. But follow them too, because if you following us, you pretty much know who they are. We're going to be, we share their content too. They go live on their channel. Follow them. But this is William. If this is something that you're ready to do, I'm with it. Let's get on in the morning with these. Because we're literally sitting here at 67 views. Surprisingly, at this time in the morning, that people are really just waking up for they're getting their cup of coffee and they want to hear some good football talk. So if you guys, we're always developing good talent. Don't waste my time though. I'm done with wasting time with people that just over here just trying to use this platform for personal gain. Yes, you might have a brand. Yes, you do. Develop that. But we are talking about team togetherness. We're here to build you if you allow us to. We're not selfish, like I said. Fast Family Affair said, Ridley is nice though. Would it be smart to trade him? I think at this point, because of what's going around, that he's definitely pushing it. I don't know. It's still in the air. I don't know what to take from what's going on with these what he's posting, what's in the news and the media. It's all speculation and rumor. It could be they just allowing him to get his stuff together too. And maybe he's starting to feeling a little better and feeling himself and probably happy that they at least allowed him to sit back and get his mental in check. Because when you ain't got your mental, you ain't got it. Mm-hmm.
I think from what I've read, I follow a lot of fan groups for other teams. I think the Eagles would gladly give us a first rounder for him. There are first round talents in the draft at receiver, namely the two guys out of Ohio State, Garrett Williams and Chris Olave. Both of them are phenomenal receivers, but don't necessarily have the rhythm. They would have to work that out in the off season, and then with COVID protocols and everything, how many reps are they going to get and things of that nature. So as I say, it kind of boils down to what I was saying earlier. I think Calvin needs to be more forthright with us so that we know best
how to proceed at this point. What can we do with this draft coming up? Yes, I agree. So, and not to cut you off, but we just need more transparency. That's what I had a big meeting with the crew the other day. It was like, I need something. I know we're all going through some things, but can you please let us know what's happening with you? If you're really truly going through something, I'm all about that. I'm all about that. And out there, anybody in the universe, because honestly, I'm a counselor. I'm not really a counselor, but people behind the scenes are really coming to me and just like, I am not feeling good. I'm depressed, but I watch your show because it uplifts me. Some people are following me over on my other channel where I do talk about mental health awareness over there. So it's like I'm helping a lot of people. This is just beyond the Falcon platform. So I just appreciate everybody just sitting here, and I hear William, your voice getting a little dry too. And I love everyone's are here, and I just can't get to everybody all at once. Clay Melton in here, look at you be on the late show. So it's like, this is what we are going to be doing for popcorn movies and games. Y'all are waking up with us. I absolutely love this, and I'm getting better. I said your super chats, your donations to the Cash App has helped our family, has helped the communities. I'm sending resources out to people as I'm sitting locked up in my room sweating. So shoot, I need some more Gatorade myself. So
just walk in there. Facts, as I say, lots of talent. Drake London, Trayvon Burks. There's a lot of very, very good receivers.
Yes, exactly. So we just got to get it together, people. Get healthy. I hope this team pulls together with this talent that we have already out there. We can play around with. We don't really have to do much, Just tweak here. Get a couple of pieces if needed, like wide receiver. Stuff like that. We're going to need that. So just address the big needs. So let's get into our draft talk. After the Saints game, we're going to get a little bit into that off-season talk. So if you guys want to be a part of that, please, please, I'm opening the platform to you. You're more than welcome to this morning show idea. I kind of like the audio portion of this, even though I be a stickler about it, but it makes sense in the morning because nobody wants to see our ugly mugs in the morning. Because y'all don't want to see how unkept Miss Maggie T is looking right about now.
He's the better looking of the two, trust me.
So look at my pretty mug on there. Hey, look at me, I'm all together. So, but no, let's go ahead and wrap this up because I need to get to they're going to be rising up for school in the morning. In a minute. So let me get at least an hour of shut-eye. And of course, y'all gonna see me around, and the guys gonna rev it up for this Friday Night Madness. Now that's late for you, William. Shoot, that's really late for you. So we're doing 8 p.m. Eastern. We're doing a Dan Reeves tribute. I'm trying to have some special guests on, but it'll be us. But I was trying to work on an edit of a compilation of all those former NFL players we had interviews that had some thoughts, but I'm battling this fatigue. So that will probably be more towards the weekend. I get that out. But do check out the Dan Reeves tribute tonight for the Friday Night Madness. So it's going to be a little bit of that. So please bring your thoughts and prayers and, condolences to his family. And I want to, let's talk about it. Let's talk about whoever was, born during that time. They can remember that era. That was that team has been, the campaign is going on right now is the 98, 99, that time. They feel like they're overshadowed. They're the fallen the behind people. Like, it's like they don't highlight them because of course the Super Bowl wasn't won. So it's like it's the forgotten kids of all the time. And they're feeling like we just, the organization doesn't honor us. They barely do Hall of Fames. They're not even reaching out to them to even help the team. Like Chuck Smith is over there developing talent. Terrence Smith got his own little thing going. Like they're out there. These are very qualified men, and unfortunately, African American men that can really get in here and. Not unfortunately, you know what I mean, but they can be well enough coaching, conditioning. They don't have to be head coach, but give them a job, Atlanta Falcons, if you're listening to this. Stop playing around with your friends that know a friend that know a friend. We got some people that are really going to bat for this organization, and you're not even giving them a blink. So I'm going to end it on that note, and I know y'all was loving this voice today. Hey, it is what it is. If it gets you to listen to it, I'm here. So thank you, everyone. This is Atlanta Falcons Nation revamp. This is the preview to what this new season will be. If you guys like this time, we will keep that up, and you will see William a lot more and more of the other UK followees. And I saw Ireland and more countries that come on are up and going out at this time of the day. So thank you, Noah. You still in the chat? Go to bed. Go to bed. Good night. All right. So
thank you, everyone. Can I just add before we do finish up?
Yes.
As I say, speaking as someone who has their own struggles and things of that nature as well, if you ever need any help on any of your other channels, hit your boy up. Okay. Yeah, my Maggie Productions is that. So I'm getting ready, since we're now in the off season. I guess we can go ahead and announce it. I've been talking about it throughout the day, but my other channel is Miss Maggie T. I just readjusted it. I moved it from the sports side of things to my entertainment side. So you can still type in Miss Maggie T. I don't know which profile will pull up yet as it is adjusting to the change. But now my Maggie T channel is over at Sultry Seconds. Sultry, however you say it. But that's where I do live shows about mental health awareness. But we incorporate that with just the industry of it and, personal battles with it. So if you guys like that and want to come on, and William, if you want to help with that too, it's all open. So I have been looking for a co-host for that, honestly. So on the next up, we'll talk about that behind scenes. But Noah, you're going to bed. Everybody, good morning. It's morning for us. Afternoon for some. Wherever you at. Thank you. Appreciate you. Please share this out. This is the pilot episode of what's to come for the mornings. Okay. All right. Until the next time, people, you already know how I do it. I'm Miss Maggie T, and this is Atlanta Falcons Nation, and we out. Peace.